What do I preach that can produce the power of God in any congregation? And people be getting healed. If you notice, those of you that were with us when we did a crusade, over 2,000 persons in Massacre, if you are with us, you notice that I preached for 3 days, and the 3 days, what I was emphasizing on is the gospel. Someone say the gospel. I didn't preach about favor, I didn't preach about family deliverance, I preached about the gospel. And so, what is the gospel? The gospel is the announcement of Jesus. The gospel is the good news. Someone say good news. So, when I come to tell somebody, if you don't give your life to Christ, if you don't stop wearing a ring, you go to hellfire, is that good news? When I tell them the father, your father's forefathers is the one holding you, is that good news? The gospel is simply good news. And that is the announcement of what Jesus has done. That Jesus has died for you, he was buried for you, and now he is living again and wants to live inside of you. That is the gospel. The gospel is announcing to people that God does no longer count their sins against them. That's the gospel. David was dreaming of that day because it was prophesied. He knew that the day will come where everybody's sins will be forgiven. And he now said, blessed are those generation. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3, go. Psalm of David, a contemplation. A what? He was imagining, he was wishing he would be in that day, in that generation. He said, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is what? And I tell you, we are that blessed generation whose transgressions are forgiven and whose sin is covered. It's like you don't know how terrible this thing is. In those days, people died immediately they sinned. Are you following what I'm saying? If you go against the 10th commandment, is it that people kill you or God himself will kill you? You are not spared. And when you die like that, you are going to hellfire. You are condemned for life.